It just makes no sense. We should not be funding any type of China's economic activity. They need access to dollars to continue their economy. We are funding things like their entire nuclear program. Companies like BlackRock, FTSE Russell, MSCI, Vanguard. It's not like it's some company that we've never heard of who has a backdoor into the U.S. capital markets and is helping the CCP. These are Wall Street titans. you know, that is what is happening. And I know last year we were successful in getting a number of legislative packages introduced by Congress to tackle this problem. And these are bipartisan. Rick Scott has an excellent package to tackle this exact problem, Senator Scott. Also, in the House, we saw Congresswoman Victoria Spartz and Congressman Brad Sherman also introduce a package, bipartisan basis. So there's clearly an acknowledgement from lawmakers that this is a serious issue. And I do think that the administration really should consider deploying these measures to stop this flow of capital. We should not be funding companies that are engaged in the PLA modernization, in the genocide and Orwellian surveillance of the Uyghurs in the Xinjiang region, of really it's all of China's economy. I mean, you cannot stress enough that we are funding essentially every sector that they have. And look at what they're doing with these companies. They are already subsidizing these companies. They're using them to undercut U.S. markets, American workers. I mean, China's idea of trade, and sometimes we hear balanced trade. China's idea of trade is they get all the industries, all the jobs, all the profits, all the production. We are completely dependent on them. And, recently in the last, 5 to 7 years, in return, we get fentanyl. I don't think that we should also minimize that they are literally seeking to kill our population from within too. It's an evil regime. We have to deploy these tools to stop this flow of capital. It is the biggest weapon in our arsenal, and we have to do it for our national and economic security. Absolutely.